How vast is the universe? Can we measure how far out it goes? These are all questions astronomers ask themselves, and 500 years ago, we thought we had the answer. But we now know Earth is not surrounded by a thin shell of rotating stars, and we know our Milky Way galaxy is an infinitely small fraction of the universe. It was Henrietta Swan Leavitt, an educated female astronomer from 1920. She was the first to discover Cepheid variable stars, a type of star that pulses periodically, and based on the speed at which it pulses, you can determine its luminosity, how bright it is. By observing its brightness, we can compare other Cepheid variable stars and calculate their distance. This is important because we can use Leavitt's method to measure distance in space, which used to be something incredibly difficult to do when we were stuck here on Earth before space travel with only a telescope. Before we had access to Leavitt's ingenious idea, astronomers used something called stellar parallax. Essentially, this is comparable to holding your finger out in front of your face. If you close one eye, the position of your finger shifts relative to the background. Similarly, if you close the opposite eye, your finger shifts again. And by measuring the shift, you can determine its distance. Scientists realized that by measuring the shift in the position of a star from opposite ends of the Earth, they could determine its distance in space. This method worked, but it was incredibly limited because it would only measure up to 300 trillion kilometers, 1/10,000th of the entire Milky Way galaxy. It is important to mention that at this time, some astronomers believed that the Milky Way galaxy was the entire universe. So when certain nebulae clouds were visible, they thought they were indeed inside our Milky Way. Leavitt's method proved that there were Cepheid variable stars which were too far away to be in the Milky Way galaxy, thus ending the centuries-long debate. The sad truth is, it wasn't her who made this discovery. It was Edwin Hubble who realized that the V1 star living in Andromeda was not in the Milky Way. And all because Leavitt was a female in a male-dominated industry, she was not taken seriously and did not pursue her research further.